Silver breaks $50 an ounce. Breaking news. We got over $50 an ounce today, my friends. We're going to explain what's going on at the shop. I'm going to show you what I bought back on April of 2024. And this should prove right here, silver's not going to make you rich. Gold's not going to make you rich. Also want to touch on base on this government shutdown. I want to reply to a couple of comments that I got in on this morning's video. Want to start there as well. Want to cover it all. Help me out with the thumbs up. Please share the video. Make sure you are subscribed to this channel. Remember, we do giveaways every single Saturday. Where am I going to drop it this week? Not going to tell you. Of course not. It's going to keep you on your toes. This is why you're going to watch every single video for these weekly giveaways. We are going to do a 10,000 subscriber giveaway. I'll be showing this tomorrow morning. Everything's going to be included in one lot. One winner will win all this silver in the 10,000 subscriber giveaway. I had more stuff come in today. I don't have it ready to show yet. But I promise tomorrow morning I'll have it ready and get it so it can be shown once again. Let's get into the video right now. Without further ado, silver breaks $50 an ounce. We've been very, very busy today at the shop. This afternoon we got a little bit of line. It was just crazy. We got people one after another. We got a drop coming in tomorrow from our wholesaler. As currently we're out of silver eagles. We should be getting the eagles back in tomorrow. Backdated. Can't get 2025s. If people are looking for the 2025 silver eagles or even backdated silver eagles, check out channel sponsor Pinbacks.com for all your silver, gold, and platinum needs. Thank you, Pinbacks, for sponsoring this channel. Coin Shop Chris. Thank you to the viewers out there, because it's not possible without you. So we've been very, very busy today at the shop. Like I said, we had lines. Finally calmed down. I was able to get the heck out of Dodge today from the shop. And we're going to do it again tomorrow. Where do we go from here? Some people think we might have a pullback tomorrow. Yeah, it could happen. We will see what the overnight market does. I think we're going north, my friends. I think we're going north. Now, there's also been some reports. I've not confirmed this yet. I've heard this on this channel as well. Some of the refiners are starting to reopen again. Here's my thought on the refiners. Remember last week they were saying we were short on the chemicals to melt down 90% silver. Remember that. The acid to melt it down. And all of a sudden they're reopening again. I just think what these refiners are doing, I think they had a backlog. I think that was true. But I also think they took a break seeing what silver is going to do. Now we're back north of 50. Now they're going to start taking it. It seems a little weird to me, my friends. I do not have confirmation on this. If anybody knows for sure, send me a link in. My email is always in every single description of every single video. I have tried to call the refiner. They did not answer the phone, so I don't think our local refiner is open yet. But if anybody's got confirmation on this, let me know so I can report the news out there. I'm hearing from other coin shops as well. You know, it's still, to me, I have not seen it with my own eyes yet. I've not seen confirmation yet. I've not heard it from the refiner itself down here. So I can't say that for sure. But if that is what's really going on right now, I just think the refiners were just holding back to see what silver was going to do. That's all I thought it was. That's what I think they were playing the game. They were nervous about $50 silver. We got back to 50 and all of a sudden they flipped the switch. That could be happening right now as we speak. I'll keep you posted when I find out more information, probably tomorrow afternoon. Maybe I'll get some more information on the overnight hours. Let's see what pops up. I'm trying to do everything I can to keep you folks informed what's going on out there. It's not easy sometimes because there's always seems to be some kind of breaking news next. Always seems to be something else coming out of the woodworks. We're going to keep you informed on this channel of what's really going on out there. It's been busy. That's all I can say. We have some gold coming in tomorrow. We got more silver coming in tomorrow. And that is the way we're going to see what happens the rest of this week. We will see if we can get back up to $53, $54 silver this week. That's possible too. Let's not write that off yet. We will see. On the idea bars, I want to talk about this. This will maybe help people to understand that silver and gold are not meant to get you rich. So I got 3 of these here. I bought a 5 lot, and I think I got them around here somewhere. Maybe I can find one more at least. Here's one more, and here's the 5th one. Now I do have another big lot off storage, of course. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. So I got a total of 40 of these bars. Back on. Here's proof. Back on April 13th. 2024 at 5:49 p.m. I ordered a box of 35 of them. They were $31.58 each. Back on April 13, 2024 at 5:49 p.m. according to the eBay order I did. A little bit more than a year ago. Pushing on 2 years now. Today, they're about $60 each for each bar. I couldn't find a lot of 35. But I was checking around different online websites. There were some websites with about 59 and change. Some sellers on eBay wanted $60 plus. One sold on eBay. I believe it was November 7th. Check sold listings. I believe it sold for $68. Okay, $68 for one on November 7th. Just a few days ago. So, I paid what did I pay on these? I paid $105.30 back in April of April 13th of 2024. Today, about $60 each. So I did 60 times 35. You at $2,100 or so. If you would get 35 of them today. Okay, we can look at the net gain in dollar terms, $994.70. Okay, first, if the dollar was declining, if stuff was not going up, okay, you did all right, but you're going to count inflation in. So how in the heck can someone explain to me you're going to get rich? Has your insurance gone up since 2024? Has your food gone up since 2024? Has every normal day expenses gone up since April of 2024 for anybody? I'm going to assume most of you are going to say yes to that question. So when you count inflation in, where are you really going to get rich from silver or gold? This is one example. I get it. But this is what people overlook. This is what most people see. Oh, I made almost $1,000. You haven't made $1,000 because you're still buying the food. You're still buying your insurance. You're still paying for rent. Maybe your car payments, maybe that hasn't gone up too much because you're locked in with house payments or car payments. I'm talking everyday expenses, my friends. Food, insurance for your car, emergency may happen. Where's silver and gold really going to make you rich? This is what I'm trying to get out to my audience. You, the subscriber, trying to show you that silver and gold are not meant to make you rich. They are meant to be for the falling dollar. Protect you against the fallen currencies out there. That is what silver and gold is based on for. That's it. We've just been lied to with this administration, past administrations, all the way back about the dollar. We just keep spending. Everything keeps going up and up and up and up and up in price. It's not because silver and gold's gone up in price. It's just keeping up with inflation. That's all it's done. So I hope that proves my point that you're not going to get rich off silver and gold. If people are really stacking and hoping they're going to get rich, I'm afraid, my friends, that's not going to happen. That's just the truth. And I know some people may unsubscribe because I said that. It is what it is. I'm not here to pump up silver, pump up gold, platinum, pump up copper. This is the reality of silver and gold. It's to protect what you have now, your wealth now. That is all silver and gold is there for. To protect your wealth that you already have earned. I don't think I'm rich. Yeah, I doubled my money almost, right? In dollar terms, yeah. Almost. But not quite. But then you got to count inflation into this. You really have not gained a lot. You're not getting super rich off this stuff. You're living same way you've been living since 2024 maybe. You're still maintaining the value there. So I hope that helps people realize, in dollar terms, could it go to $500, $100 silver? Yeah, that's all possible. But what are things going to cost? That's what we got to look at. That's what we got to look at. I want to talk about this government shutdown since I made a little bit of speech about it this morning. Somebody said, I'm not going to call this person out, keep the government shut down until the end of the year. Well, here's the problem with this. People are going out without pay. You got military, men and women, our military, the best military in the world, going without pay. You got your air traffic controllers going without pay. You got people furloughed, working in museums, going without pay. You got people that rely on government assistance like SNAP benefits, known as food stamps, going out with a lot of their food without no food. Would you want to be traveling in the air right now and having that flight, your flight controller, worrying about when is she going to be able to put the next meal on their table for their families, or he or she, whatever, and something happens, okay? And you come find out, your family comes out later and finds out, because that air traffic controller was not really paying attention to his or her job, and something happens, and that flight controller admits afterwards that either he or she was worrying about putting food on the table. Remember, this is not going to affect just the air traffic controllers. This is not going to affect military families. This trickles down, my friends, because these people don't have money to spend right now. They're not getting paid. That's going to affect your local businesses. That's going to cut hours. That's going to cut hours at your restaurants. That's going to cut hours at your local supermarkets. And that's going to take a toll on the rest of us. So remember, think before you say something like that. Because we got military not getting paid. Flight controllers not getting paid. Many people are furloughed right now and not getting paid. We got to get this government reopened. And I hope people realize that this can be a snowball effect. And hopefully it don't affect any more people than it don't have to. They're canceling flights left and right. Just heard it on the news just a little while ago. For tomorrow, they're canceling more flights. More flights are going to be canceled than all they have been. Because people are not going to work. Do you really want to put yourself in that situation? Being a flight controller right now. Maybe you're in the military. Maybe you got family in the military. Not getting paid. People start thinking about, and they're not thinking about what their job is. And thinking about, how am I going to get food on the table? How am I going to pay for my rent? How am I going to pay for my car payment? How am I going to pay for my credit card payments? Look, I just got notice from my credit card company today. If you're in this situation, don't do nothing. If you find yourself in a financial trouble right now because of this government shutdown, I urge people, this is not financial advice. You got loans, you got credit card payments, Call the bank. Let them know what's going on. A lot of them are willing to kick down payments down the road with no interest. Call your bank. Don't do nothing. Inform them what's going on. They know where you get paid from. Your credit cards, let them know. Don't miss a payment. Don't ignore it because you're going to get with a late fee. Protect yourselves with late payments right now, my friends. They're going to help you out. Most of these credit card companies are going to help people out right now. They realize what's going on. Could we get it reopened tomorrow, later this week? This talks about it, but we don't know. And the reason why I'm talking about this, because I'm from a military family. And I remember when I worked on the Navy, for the Navy exchange, back in the late 1999, 2000 time frame, right after high school. I worked at the Navy exchange. And I remember when we were in lockdown. I remember when we had a small little government shutdown there. We still got paid because it was a different account. There were some people that didn't get paid. It didn't last long. People will get their money back, but people need money now. So please, let's support getting the government reopened. Because it's going to snowball if we don't, my friends. And I'm very passionate to keep this economy going as much as we can. It's dying right now. And I know it's hard for a lot of people out there right now. I feel for you. You know, I was on food stamps once too. I was working the Navy exchange too. Imagine that. Okay? Imagine that. I wasn't getting a lot. But imagine that. So I know from personal experience, seeing people struggle. People shouldn't have to struggle with good paying jobs that they have and they did not gain paid for it. It's trouble times ahead. This is, my friends, we don't want this snowball any more than we have to. Because it's going to hurt the rest of us eventually. It's gonna snowball. And you may not be able to go to your favorite restaurants. They may not have enough staff. Because, or maybe they do have enough staff. And then you go back the next week, it's less staff, but it's busy as heck. But they didn't have enough staff online because the last 2-3 weeks has not been very busy for them. It does snowball. It's going to hurt this economy even more if we don't get this government reopened. And that's all I got to say about that. So I had to defend that. I have to defend the people that are busting their butts, are going to work, not getting paid. I got a lot of respect for what you're doing. And it's difficult right now. It's difficult for a lot of people right now. Never mind stacking silver and gold. And this is not hurting us right now. But it could. Maybe people are selling some silver and gold. Sell it if you need to. But let's hope for the best here. I'm going to keep my eyes on what's going on in the market, my friends. I'm going to keep reporting to you what's going on at the shop. Today's been a troubling day. Some of those comments got to me. And it's shameful people actually think like that. Just keep it closed. No, we got to get it reopened. It doesn't really matter. Does it really matter how much this government's actually spending? No, it don't. Because we're going to fall into a deficit anyways. We're never going to be able to repay this debt back. We're going digital, my friends. They want this stable coin. You don't want to be on a stable coin. If you're able to afford silver, gold, and platinum, copper right now, stack as you can. Stack as you can. You just seen what I just shown you, what I got from 2024. I think I did very well with these bars here. Very well. But you got to take inflation into consideration once again. That's why I say, and I think I'm the only one out there, and maybe Andy Schechtman said it once or twice too. I got to give him credit for it too. He's even said it's not going to get you rich. Even Lynette Zane said it's for viable situation. It's to protect your wealth, what you already have worked for. That's all silver and gold's for, my friends. So a lot of videos out there saying they make you super rich. And there's a lot of bad information out there. And I'm trying to overcome that. And this is the truth about silver and gold. This is what we tell people at the shop. Because we get people come in at the shop. Oh, I'm going to get so rich off this. No, you're not. And you got to explain it to them. And we explain to them stuff like this. We go back and look, we show stuff back in 2024, 2023. Show people. And then people start to understand that, okay, I'm not going to get rich. I'm just here to protect my wealth now. From this, the falling dollar. I hope that helps people out. To understand that we're not going to get rich off this. You know, maybe you get a little richer later on. Who knows? But you're not going to get super rich. You know, I don't think I'm super rich. I've just done my buying when it was the best time possible for me. And we could be talking this time next year at $100 silver plus. But what's a gallon of milk going to cost? What is a gallon of gas going to cost? Keep that in your mind. Just keep that in your mind. What's insurance going to cost? We know insurance keeps going up every single year. But I'm going to be here every step of the way to help you folks out. If you folks have any questions about silver, gold, platinum, or copper, reach out to me in my email. It's in every single description of every single video. And once again, thank you, Pinbacks, for sponsoring this channel, Coin Shop Chris. Thank you to the viewer and the subscriber out there. I hope you all become subscribers. We do a lot of giveaways on this channel. Especially if you live in the United States, you got an opportunity to win here with Coin Shop Chris. So thank you to the subscribers. To the viewers, subscribe. It's free to come join this campaign. Stop the melt. Thank you for your time and watching me rant today. A little different video today. But I had to get that off my chest, so I feel a little bit better now. Crazy Coin Shop Chris is out.